And I think I messed it up.
Hello.
Hi. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon?
Yes.
I feel like we've been up forever.
Well, we're getting up earlier
We're getting up
these
earlier.
days.
It's because of
Yeah.
That's why we're getting up earlier.
Because of Paris?
Yes.
Why? Just because of the time change
changed our
there?
time change and everything.
Well, it's definitely helped us, but we still
Yeah.
have
Are we actually live? Oh, yeah, we are. All right. Hop on. Go grab yourself a cup of coffee if you
or
need.
Lunch.
Or lunch or tea or water.
Yeah.
Or
lunch or tea
maybe,
or water?
I don't know. Whatever it is that you drink in the afternoon. Hi, Cindy. Hello. Hop on. We're having our coffee chat today. We haven't had one in a while.
It's been a while. We've been out of town.
Yes. Hi, Nicole.
We're back.
We're back. And we're getting up early because the time change from Paris to here, from there, whatever.
But we had talked about it before we left. A little bit.
To be honest, I haven't decided if I like it or not yet.
What about you? Are you an early riser?
Yeah. Are you an early riser?
Or normal?
I'm an early to bed and late to wake up.
I have historically been a night owl.
Yeah.
I think my clearest at night. They
I
say
do
that's how you
not.
determine, right? When your brain is the most clear.
That is definitely not me.
Yeah.
In fact, in about 5 minutes, I stop thinking clearly.
Yeah.
For the rest of the day.
It's all downhill.
I do my best work.
We have reached the summit, and now we're...
Yeah, I've reached the summit. My best work is done between 9 and 11 a.m. After that, forget it. I'm done. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Geez.
Okay. So hop on. Feel free to share this video. We're not offering a whole lot of advice, wisdom, or...
it's just a chat.
anything.
Let's just
really,
call it a chat.
than to just have you sit and have a cup of coffee with us.
That's right.
But we would love for you to share it if you would like. You can tap my face right now. A box will pop up and you can click the follow button to catch us when we go live again. What is that? I don't even know.
I'm not sure.
I'm Kara. This is my husband,
I'm Luke.
We are the Newtons. We run an online social media business, and we just like to hop on and chat every so often. So we just got back from Paris. Well, we didn't just get back.
No. We got back, the start of the weekend was when we got back.
Yeah, we got back. We were there for a week.
Time is different.
You guys
in my brain.
may have heard me talk about it already because I am very excited about it. I got a mug, you guys. Another one.
I couldn't tell if you were excited. You didn't post about it at all. And...
I loved Paris. I loved it so much. I could talk about it for the rest of my life. I loved it so much. In fact, when we were there, we can have Paris cookies right now.
Oh, yeah, I
love
love those, yeah.
We have props today, guys.
Well, that brings me... The food in France is just so good. I don't understand it. I don't know if they're using different ingredients.
The camera is on this one.
But the food, would you agree?
It's the best.
Yeah.
I've been trying to recreate it ever since we got back, and I haven't been able to. Would you agree?
You tried real hard.
I've tried, but you can't recreate it. It is the best. And I have to say, when I thought of French food, I didn't really necessarily think of all the wonderful things that we ate. Like, I don't know why escargot comes to mind when I think of French food.
Escargot? Snails?
I don't even think I know what escargot is. No, you just said snails.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like that.
Oh.
No. French food. Nothing like that.
No, it's not.
It's the best breads.
It's and
cheeses and pastries.
There in Paris, at least, and in the other small towns we went to. Mm-hmm. There are so many cafes. There's just little cafes everywhere, and they all have baguettes, and they all have
butter, really good butter.
And the sweet, the dessert ones have like macaroons, and
or chocolate croissants.
Chocolate croissants were huge. Yeah.
So the first time we got a chocolate croissant. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm on the struggle bus today. And if you watched my makeup tutorial this morning, you know that words aren't coming out right. They're coming out in different syllables, and I'm not even making sense today. I'm sorry. Chocolate croissants. So we ordered chocolate croissants at this cafe. Now, mind you, it was the first croissant of the trip, and it was chocolate. And when we order something and share it, I'll just be very honest. Luke always defers to me. Always.
Try to be a gentleman.
He does. He always, like,
And this
we
was no
kind of
different?
share it, and he like cuts, and then there'd be like, 2 pieces left, and he'll say, "You take it," and I'm like, "No, I've already had it." You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So he's very generous when it comes to us sharing something.
Yeah, this was no different.
No, yes, it was. He ate the croissant, you guys. He ate it.
No,
And this has only happened one other time that I can recall, and it was when we went to London. And we had these donuts, and we were sharing, and he literally let me
the
have
best donuts in the world.
one bite, and he
are
ate
in
the
London at
entire
Borough
thing.
Market.
And that is what happened with these chocolate croissants. I got one bite, and he ate the whole freaking thing.
I did not.
You did.
No, I took a few bites. You took some bites, and I took a few bites. And
No,
then,
I took one
we
bite.
were sharing.
It was not a share.
Yeah,
It was
we were
I'll let
sharing.
you have a
You
bite.
were talking, and you forgot that you took some bites of it.
It's not true.
I
Those
saw that
cookies
happen.
are really good.
I know.
I hadn't
Have
had those.
you hadn't had one?
Well, the kids have been eating them. I brought back.
I've had a few.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I brought back random things for the kids that I would just kind of collect along the way. We stayed in different places, and so I would like, this is terrible, don't tell my kids this. I would just take the stuff that was free. I'm like, they're never going to know the difference. Lila loves tea, right? So I got her a whole bunch of teas that were
From
like...
the hotel?
Yeah, like the hotel left, that our Airbnb left, that were at a restaurant. These cookies
She's so
were
gonna
left
watch
out,
this
but
and
yeah. All I'm saying
rip you
is
apart
they
for
don't
that.
know the difference. They loved it. They thought it was great.
Oh, they did.
When you're in Paris, which she doesn't know this either, so don't tell her, but the boys actually got very, from what I now understand, are expensive items because I didn't look at really what the price was because I don't understand euros.
Yeah, I was gonna say the euro exchange.
Yeah.
Just
I did.
yeah.
So I was just like, it's a t-shirt. Like, how much can a t-shirt be, right? I have no idea. Lo and behold, in Paris, when you buy a Paris soccer t-shirt that has the number of some dude, I don't even know who he is.
He's a soccer player.
Number 10?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Jr.
if you're from France, then you know who I'm talking about. It's kind of like if you were to buy an NBA jersey here in the United States. Well, I didn't know that. So, however many dollars later, Jack got himself a nice
Jack's
little
not going to college, but he
souvenir.
has a great
Lila,
souvenir.
on the other hand, when you're in Paris, like, it's funny. All around kind of the Eiffel Tower, they have like just blankets, kind of. Not blanket. Yeah, kind of. Like
the blankets and tarps and
tarps, blankets, and they'll have people out there selling, and they're all selling every single one. You'll see one, and then
thing.
20 feet later,
Yeah.
there'll be another one, and then you see one, and there'll be 20. I mean, they're all next
Well,
to
it's a
each other.
combination of 3 things. They're selling a
Keychains?
a small keychain of
Very
the Eiffel
small
Tower,
keychain of the Eiffel Tower.
a larger Eiffel Tower statue.
I'm doing the motion.
Yes,
for you.
that's good size. That really the scale of that they really understand.
Yeah.
on a lot. That's good.
Well,
And then some hats. Those straw
berets.
hats were there, and the berets were there too.
Okay, so 4.
So some hats. Oh, and also cell phone holders, like
didn't see
selfie
that.
sticks. You didn't see that? They had them turned the opposite direction, so they were like displaying them different.
Okay, well, so what we
You
got,
didn't
Lila?
even know that that's what those were.
No, I didn't. I don't know if you.
But there's 500 people selling all those things.
The same exact thing.
The same exact thing.
I'm just like, dude, just, my little entrepreneur spirit, which I don't think you really need a whole lot of to figure this out. I wanted to be like, dude, if you just change this up and sell something different than the guy next to you on this side and that side, you might sell something.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, but anyway, so they have these Eiffel Towers, which, did you see? You have no back here, so I'm like...
What are you trying to grab back there?
Okay, so... Did you see on my stories at 10 o'clock?
Okay,
11
wait.
o'clock?
That's a spoiler alert. So if you haven't been to Paris and seen the Eiffel Tower at night, then
And you don't wanna know
you don't
this,
want to know this,
then close
you
your
may
eyes.
turn this
Close
off.
your
or
ears.
Close your
your
eyes.
ears and eyes.
Because you
Close your ears and eyes. Turn us off.
We're gonna
Just turn us off.
Just
Turn us off if you need to not know this about Paris. But here, I
anyway,
like to
spoiler
know.
alert,
I
yeah.
did know this before we went.
I did not know this.
I did know this.
It was
And
a
I
really
only
cool
knew
thing.
because our friends that we were with, she told me.
She told you, okay.
She had shown me video from the last time she had been in Paris. It
But yeah, 3 times a night.
twinkles. The whole tower.
Yeah, it's
not blinks. It's not blinking. Would you say blinking? It's the
No.
wrong word. It
No.
twinkles.
Yeah.
As if Tinkerbell lived in the Eiffel Tower.
Tinkerbell. Oh.
I mean, that's the
Disney.
best description I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
It's as though she lived in it.
It is.
So
Yeah. It's very sparkly.
These back to the vendors with the
Yeah.
and Lila's gift. So they have. We should have brought it. You should go get it. He should go get it.
I'll go get it.
He's gonna go get it.
All right.
You have to hurry.
I have to hurry.
I told him, I said, we should have props today. And he said, why do you want to have props? I said, because props are interesting and they will make people want to watch us if we have props. So that's why I have the cookies. I mean, it's not a really great prop. Really, I just wanted to eat cookies. And my mug, which I secretly bought because you guys know that Luke has an aversion to mugs. And I did not get rid of one yet. Okay, here it is. So, you're not going to see it well. So we got her. See, I did measure that correctly.
You did.
Can you see it twinkling?
So I didn't know that the small ones did that. And then the first night that we were there, they all start turning on their products. Yeah. So each vendor has like 50 of these.
Also paid way too much for this.
No,
but
you're on par.
Not
I
as
paid
much.
10 euros.
Which I still have no idea how much
No,
that is.
that in the shops that was about what they were too.
They were in the shops too?
They were all over the place.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. As well as these mugs. Everywhere. So.
But anyway, yeah. I wonder which guy, because I'm sure all these guys had Eiffel Towers. I wonder which the person who was able to get the electronics in it to sparkle, you know?
I don't know, but.
Because they probably made a killing.
I know. I feel bad for him. Everybody else is selling it.
Well, now everybody's doing it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if it were me, I would come up with something else and be different than the other 300 people there. But so Paris was absolutely the best.
It's amazing.
And we're a little sad.
Yeah.
I really did try to think of a way that we could maybe
live there? Yeah.
That would be
That's
so
what you
awesome.
wanted to do.
I would love to live there. Not forever.
No.
Just for like a year. But then I feel like, would that be damaging to our children for an entire year? They have to live in a country where they can't speak the language.
Well, I think it's possible that we could live there after our kids are gone.
No, I want to do it now. That's the
that's the challenge.
The 3 in me. You're like, what in the heck?
The 3.
We got new books today, guys.
Well, you've talked about the Enneagram on this chat before, haven't we?
Props. Told you we have props today.
We talked about the Enneagram. We got 2 new books we're going to read. First one is called The Road Back to You.
Which, if anyone who is interested in the Enneagram, they say you have to read this book, which we're pretty educated in it. We've read a lot of things and we follow
I'm hoping
a lot
it'll
of
give
people.
some more insights into the all the numbers, right? Isn't it that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the pathway between us, it's going to help my 3 relate to his 1. Yeah. Which, if you know anything about the Enneagram, we are what do they say? A powerful couple.
Oh, is that what they say?
They do say that. We are power 1s and 3s together are a powerful couple. But basically,
like dynamite power, like
you just get a lot of done.
But
basically, if you can make it,
like,
you're doing a really good job. yeah. Basically, if you can make it last, you're pretty awesome. So
Someone said they liked the pictures in the hot air balloon. It's cool.
The hot air balloon.
If you haven't done a hot air balloon, it's actually a very peaceful experience.
Yeah, it was the most peaceful experience I've ever experienced. I said experience a lot, but it was. It was. Well, here's the thing. I didn't know we were going in a hot air balloon. It was a surprise to me, and Luke found out a little bit before I did. And here's the thing. I am very afraid of heights.
Well, luckily it doesn't go incredibly high.
Well, no.
At one point it went pretty high.
Matter.
But yeah.
So I was very afraid. They did have a Xanax for me. Not a Xanax. Xanax. I thought I said Xanax. That actually wouldn't help.
Our friend didn't have a Xanax
if I needed it. But I didn't.
You didn't need it.
Here's what I learned, which was interesting.
Oh, yeah. What?
Do you remember the kids?
The little kids jumping in the basket?
So there were two of them jumping in and out of the basket.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally about to puke watching them. Because I was like, I can't get in this basket with these kids.
Well, the other thing about our experience, being in France, and it was on the countryside in France. So in Paris, a lot of people do speak English.
Mm-hmm, but in the
countryside, they don't. And no one really spoke very good English. And even the guides
was not speaking any English.
He didn't even. Yeah, he couldn't even speak enough
English. And he kept correcting me or pushing me or moving me because I didn't know what I was
doing. They kept trying to tell us how to do things.
And he would like move
and
my arms,
louder
take
in
my
French
bag.
as if we could. Yeah.
I had no idea what you're saying.
It's funny that other countries do that too.
I did say I was
if
like,
I just say it louder, then they'll understand.
I was like, I really understand how people feel when in the United States when we talk louder and treat them
in
like
English,
they're stupid when they can't speak English, because that's how I felt in France when they were were talking to me like I've seen people talk to people who can't speak English, like you're an idiot because you can't speak English.
But the sense of urgency for these guys,
well, yeah, it's like please don't jump out of the basket.
Yeah. So I mean, they needed.
So there were these two kids, but so I couldn't understand what was going on. So the whole time I'm thinking these two children are coming in this hot air balloon, and I am gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
Somewhere along the way,
we figured out they were not coming, and all of my anxiety went away, and I realized, really,
it's related to kids.
It's related to kids. My fear of heights isn't about me falling.
No,
it's about children.
Children.
I was fine. I mean, so fine. I didn't even get... I mean, the first takeoff was a little nerve-wracking, just a little bit, because it's loud, and you're kind of leaning back, and the Frenchman was yelling at me. But... honestly, like I never got, even landing, that wasn't scary. I never got said, it is children. Children have given me a fear of heights, I guess. I don't know. Or it's one particular child of ours that has given me a abnormal fear of heights. So I was happy to know that I can actually conquer the fear of heights as long as there's no one under the age of 18 with me.
No one under the age of 18.
Yeah. And I would prefer that they speak English. So.
That does help, but it was a great experience.
It was, it's one of the best experiences of my life, for sure.
Yeah, very peaceful. I would do it again.
Yeah.
So the hot air balloon was great.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting even healthier. Our marriage is going to be getting even healthier.
Healthier.
We talked about becoming Enneagram coaches. And then we decided that, no, we didn't really want to do that.
Well, let's start with reading the books.
We're going to start with reading the books. Then we'll let you guys know.
The three in her is like, well, let's buy the book and let's become a coach.
It's true. The Enneagram 3 in me is like, I'll just forget the book. I'm just going to become an Enneagram coach.
Read the book and
then teach other people.
See what we think.
And he's like, no. Anyway, so we started full-blown football season last night.
Well, it had started last week, but we weren't at the first game. And I mean, so his team is not they're just, it's a smaller school, and they have about 18 boys on the team, which is probably like half of what the other teams have.
It is half. It's less than half.
Some teams have like
40,
3 or 4 times what
last
they have.
night on the other team.
So just the depth wise, these boys are playing defense and offense.
Silas plays the entire game,
and they're in the entire game. Several of them.
Not just Silas.
There's like half of each side of the ball. They're in
if this gives you any perspective, have you seen Silas? Have you guys seen Silas, our 14-year-old? He's cute, but he's not very big. He's not a huge kid.
No.
He's a linebacker. He comes home from the first day of practice, and I said, Silas, what position are you playing? And he laughed and he said, linebacker. And I thought he was kidding. He was not kidding. He's a linebacker.
But he got in on so many tackles in this game last night.
That's the whole point.
But it was amazing because they were getting pummeled in the first half. They were down 30 points already at halftime. It was 32-0 at halftime.
It was awful.
And thankfully, the second half, the other team, they actually held them pretty well. Yeah. They only scored once, but it was like 40-0 going into like the end of the third quarter.
It was bad.
And then like Silas just starts scoring. Like he just started turning on his speed and all this stuff,
fast.
And like they had some good plays and some good blocks, and he got in the end zone like
3 times.
Yeah,
he scored 3 touchdowns last night. So you can imagine. I get excited. I also feel very nervous the entire time, but I get very, very excited. So I hate football. I do. I hate it. However, I will say with this, I hate it, but there is nothing more exciting than being at a football game when someone is running for a touchdown, especially if it's your kid. So it's just super exciting.
Yeah, it is fun.
So that was really fun. But I'm a little nervous for the games to come because we haven't even played the big teams. Like some of these kids are like
some of those kids were pretty big.
Well, yeah, but nothing like we're about to come up against. So I'm terrified of injuries. But it's life, right? It's life.
Well, he's smart. He plays smart, so I don't think he's gonna.
He's 14. How smart can a 14 be?
Smart enough to not be too crazy on the field. And
I don't know about
injure
that.
himself.
I don't know about that.
But it's football. I mean, that's part of it. There's always the risk of injury.
He comes down a couple days ago, and he's like, I'd like to buy these basketball shoes. And here's the deal with basketball shoes and our boys. Basketball shoes are absolutely ridiculous, the price of them. I mean, it's insane. And Luke and I both come from a background where it was a big freaking deal to get nice shoes. That's Silas right now. Is this about his shoes?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's about his shoes. He's texting from school about his shoes. But it was. I had a pair of Adidas shoes in 7th grade.
7th grade. I remember my first Nikes.
Yeah, see?
5th grade was the first time I got some Nikes. And it was...
Big deal.
Oh, yeah.
So,
everything.
We want to give our kids things. At the same time, we also don't want to just for them to feel like $100 and some pair of shoes is just a given. It's not. Like, you can do what you need to do in $50 pair of shoes, but we understand that you want the nice shoes, right?
They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many pairs of nice shoes? That's where we have to draw the line.
I think they do a pretty good
They do.
job.
I'm explaining.
We don't always get new shoes for school.
They get a
every
pair
year,
for
right,
basketball.
in the fall. He gets a pair, and usually it's lumped in with like the fee for playing basketball.
Which is
a lot of times.
So they each get a really nice pair of basketball shoes. But he
these
comes
aren't
down.
basketball shoes.
Oh, they're not?
No. These are just to wear. He's not going to play basketball in these. They're the vintage Jordans.
Okay, so he comes down and he wants these. He's been researching these Jordans, these vintage Jordans.
He found them.
Ironically enough, are the shoes that were popular when we were his age. Yeah. So he comes down and he's like, I want these shoes, and I have the money for them. And so it's also a balance of like teaching them, right? Like, okay, yes, you have the money, but is this a good choice in how to spend all of your money? Like, but he's such a good kid, and he's really been working so hard. And so he came down and he said, I'd really like these Jordans, and I have the money for them. And he did. He had all the cash, and he handed it to me. He said, could I get them? And I said, only if you give me $60. And he was so confused. He was like, but I have, he's like, but I have all of it. I'm like, I know, and you can get them if you give me $60.
The question we should have asked is, how did you come about this money?
Well, yeah,
because
I did wonder that. I'm like, how do you have?
We have been, we've been bamboozled a little bit with him in the past. I forget what his iPod, right? He wanted to get an iPod, and so he got Christmas money and then sold a few of his things to his brother and sister for their Christmas money. And had enough to buy the iPod.
Ironically enough, the child doesn't even have an iPod anymore. None of our kids have devices, which is coming in the near future, I'm sure, but we're holding out as long as possible. But you should have seen the look on his face. He was like, I have to pay for all of it? So that was fun. And I do think it's important as parents that, I was thinking about this because I'm doing podcasts a lot, on my walk with my weights. I walk with weights. I don't know why you need to know
for
that
exercise.
Part. Yes. I was thinking about this. It's so easy to get in a rhythm of saying no. Do you know what I mean?
No.
With kids. It is. It's so easy to just like, no. I feel like for me.
Well, with Jack, especially when they're younger, they just ask the ridiculous, all over the place.
But I was thinking, I'm like, every once in a while, it's okay as a parent to just say, yeah, yes, sure, let's do that. So I felt like that was the moment for Silas. So
anyway, he's excited.
Yes. So
he's very excited.
I feel like that's our week right now. That's
about it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're still coming off Paris. Oh, this right here. Oh.
Oh.
I miss it. Just set it right there. Miss it.
if you do get a chance to go, you should do it.
Do it.
Absolutely.
So worth it.
Because it's so worth it.
Yeah.
And if you get a chance to get outside of Paris, even to like the countryside.
Yeah, I have to go back there.
I mean, that is incredible country.
So we will go back to Paris someday.
Yeah.
We are also going to read our Enneagram books, and you will find us cheering our 8th grader on at the football games this month. So that's what's going on in the Newton household.
Yes, it is.
Also, Silas will be sporting a new pair of vintage Jordans later today. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I think that's about it.
Thanks for
watching and joining us with this coffee chat. We'll check you.
We'll check you later.
I need a nap, you guys. Check you later. I don't know what that is either. Whatever. Let's just end. I'll see you next week. Bye.
All right, bye guys.
Wait,
Didn't work.
It didn't work.